After nearly 4 decades of coaching football, including 6 years with the Bears and 5 with the Dolphins, you learn how to spot trends early. And when it comes to Caleb Williams, it's fair to give the rookie a little grace. Last season was chaotic. By the end of the year, the Bears had gone through 3 head coaches. That's not a stable environment for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But here's the thing. Some of the same concerns that surrounded Caleb coming out of USC are already showing up again at training camp. The hero ball tendencies, the delayed timing, the emotional inconsistency. These aren't minor issues, especially in a timing-based system like Ben Johnson's. Johnson's offense is all about rhythm, quick drops, quick decisions, and precise timing. Everything has to be synchronized: the quarterback's footwork, the offensive line's protection, the receiver's routes. And right now, Caleb is still learning how to operate in that system. Last year, he could barely take snaps under center. That's how unfamiliar he was with a pro-style offense. At USC, he faced soft coverages and prevent defenses because teams knew he wouldn't stay in the pocket. He'd break contain, scramble, and try to hit home runs. That won't work in the NFL, especially when the pressure is real. Even though he's not being hit in camp, the Bears' defense is getting home fast. And Caleb's internal clock isn't quite there yet. Shifting over to Miami, let's talk about Mike McDaniel. When he first arrived, the league was fascinated. His personality was different. His offense was innovative. Motion everywhere. Creative schemes. But now, 2 seasons in, it's starting to feel like a system with more style than substance. The Dolphins don't run the ball with any conviction. They're flashy, but not physical. And when your offense is built on speed and space, but lacks the toughness to win in the trenches, it becomes easy to defend in high-pressure moments. Honestly, I'd consider trading Tyreek Hill and getting picks. This isn't working long-term. Look no further than last season's finale. Miami had a shot at a playoff spot. All they had to do was win. And yet Tyreek Hill didn't play. No one could explain why. That's not a football issue. That's a leadership issue. Add to that the fact that Tua and Tyreek haven't patched things up since Tyreek's public criticism of the team culture last year. If your quarterback and top wideout aren't aligned, that's dangerous territory. They had 6 months to fix that. Mini camps, OTAs, off-season meetings. And yet Tua's saying they're still not on the same page? That's alarming. Let's move to Cleveland, where rookie quarterback Shadur Sanders made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Driving 90 miles per hour might seem like a youthful mistake, but when you're a 5th-round rookie trying to prove yourself as a quarterback, that mistake gets magnified. The quarterback position comes with a different level of scrutiny. A defensive lineman might get away with something like that, but a QB? No chance. There's a reason Shadur slid in the draft, and actions like this only reinforce the doubts teams already had. It's not just about Cleveland. Every GM in the league is watching. And moments like this don't just affect his standing with the Browns. They could shape his entire NFL reputation. Now, let's talk Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Everyone knows how great Burrow is. There's even a strong argument that, at times last year, he was the best quarterback in the league. But despite that, Cincinnati missed the playoffs. And that points to a bigger issue. The infrastructure around him isn't good enough. The organization has been dealing with holdouts, rookie contract disputes, and inconsistent support from the front office. It feels like Burrow is heading down the Matthew Stafford path. Elite talent stuck in an organization that can't fully support him. I remember something Don Shula once told me: the 3 most important people in an NFL organization are the owner, and the owner. He was right. Great ownership builds sustainable success. And right now, Cincinnati's ownership isn't giving Burrow what he needs. You can't have your only elite pass rusher, Trey Hendrickson, holding out while your #1 draft pick is still unsigned due to contract language. You need pass rushers to close out games, especially when you have a lead late. And if you're not going to protect Burrow with a defense, at least support him with competent roster management. Now, what about Nick Saban? I don't see him going back to college. Not in this NIL era. It's a different game now. It's not about development anymore. It's about fundraising. You're paying players $10–15 million, convincing boosters to bankroll buyouts, and managing a roster like a CEO. That's not where Nick wants to be. But if a team like the Saints or Browns drafts someone like Arch Manning, I think Saban takes that phone call. He won't coach again in college, but the right NFL situation might tempt him, if only to rewrite how things ended in Miami. Speaking of college coaching, what about Bill Belichick? Could he thrive at that level? Honestly, I think he'll struggle with the time limits. In the NFL, you get nearly unlimited hours with players. You can drill, teach, refine every detail. In college, with classes and restrictions, your time is capped. That's frustrating for a perfectionist like Bill. Coaches like Belichick, Bill Walsh, or Andy Reid need time, and college doesn't give them enough of it. That's the biggest barrier. You might be brilliant, but if you can't install everything in time, players will make mistakes, and there's nothing you can do about it. In the end, the NFL is about alignment, quarterback and coach, ownership and GM, culture and performance. If any one of those pieces is off, the entire system wobbles. And in a league this competitive, that's the difference between winning in January or watching from home.